former Congress leader Ghulam Nabi Azad has now made some stunning allegations. In an exclusive interview to Times Now, he revealed that he sent across a report when he was the Chief Minister to the then Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh and Home Minister Shivraj Patil, highlighting how the Valley netas have alleged links with terrorists. In a no-holds-barred attack, he revealed how he had sent a damning report to the centre when he was the Chief Minister back in 2005 and 2008 to highlight how the netas in the Valley were nurturing terror elements in their own backyard for their benefit. Now, he also goes on to say that despite raising the red flags, the centre brooded over the crucial issue and in the end didn't even bother to act on it. Listen in to the latest sensational testimony being made by a former Congress veteran.
मेन स्ट्रीम थे, मैंने उस वक्त के प्राइम मिनिस्टर को और होम मिनिस्टर को लिखा था कौन कौन है, एज चीफ मिनिस्टर लिखा था। न मालूम कब वो हम उसको बाहर करेंगे, मुझे नहीं मालूम।
अभी भी है?
नहीं, अभी है या नहीं उस वक्त तो मुझे रिपोर्ट्स मिलती थी ना एज चीफ मिनिस्टर, तो तब मैंने हियर से नहीं किया था, तब मैंने प्रूफ के आधार पे किया था।
कि कितने मेन स्ट्रीम हैं जो आतंकवादियों के साथ काम कर रहे हैं?
मतलब उस वक्त जो थे, इनके लिंक्स जो थे वो थे, वो हमने उस वक्त रिपोर्ट भेजी थी प्राइम मिनिस्टर को।
कितना नुकसान होता था हमारे ये जो मेन स्ट्रीम
जब जो थे उस वक्त हम काउंटर करते थे, निकालते थे।
So when it comes to the alleged scathing charges that have once again been on the spotlight on how the previous UPA regime had given allegedly a free pass to the butchers who did not even flinch an eye while conspiring to kill Kashmiri Hindus and fellow citizens in Jammu and Kashmir. But the appeasement politics had made the Valley netas defend the indefensible, like building a case for those who had one mission in mind, which was to bleed India, like Burhan Wani and even Afzal Guru. Now the revelations have sparked off a massive war of words where Kashmiri Hindus and the BJP are claiming there is a hidden secret which is now out in the open, while the National Conference and the PDP have stopped Ghulam Nabi Azad from declaring it earlier. Listen into the political showdown that seems to be happening over this conversation.
Politicians in Jammu and Kashmir are in direct links with terrorists and they are working hand in gloves with them. So a question arises that why was he silent then and why didn't he raise this issue in the parliament? Because there would have been a lot of parliament sessions during that time also. So he should have raised his voice against it. It's the matter of internal security of the country. So why was he silent then? So I think the present government should initiate an inquiry against it, summon Mr. Ghulam Nabi Azad and ask him the details, find out what letter he had written to Manmohan Singh Sahab and to the then Home Minister.
He has said that as Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir, he had credible information, clinching evidence that there were a section of politicians in Kashmir who had links, who had contacts with the terrorists. And he had also forwarded a detailed report in this regard to the then Prime Minister, Mr. Manmohan Singh. So our viewpoint remains that this itself raises a big question mark and endorses our point that Congress was having a soft policy on terrorism. This further raises a question mark on the policies of Congress, on the credibility of the then leadership of Congress, including Dr. Manmohan Singh, the UPA chairperson Sonia Gandhi ji, and Mr. Ghulam Nabi Azad too.
और आज जो उनका कहना है कि कुछ मिनिस्टर्स जो हैं वो उनका लिंक है मिलिटेंट्स के साथ, तो मुझे लगता है कि गुलाम नबी आज़ाद साहब रियासत जम्मू कश्मीर के साथ एक धोखा कर रहे हैं। वो सामने आ जाएं कि वो ये बताएं कि कौन कौन है, ये मुबहिम सी बातें क्यों कर रहे हैं। अगर वाकई उनको लगता है तो खुल के सामने आए, बताएं कि कौन कौन से लोग हैं, या वैसे ही वो अपना कोई गेम खेल रहे हैं इसके आड़ में, तो ये तो अच्छी बात नहीं है। जिस तरह आज़ाद साहब ने ये बात कही है तो अजीब सा लगता है कि आज़ाद साहब इतना जिम्मेदार आदमी, और अगर चिट्ठी लिखी है तो ये मैटर खुफिया होना चाहिए था। अब अगर उसने इस बात का इजहार किया है तो इसका मतलब कहीं ना कहीं उसके दिल में खोट है।
ये तो पॉलिटिकल स्टेटमेंट है। आज अगर 20 साल के बाद आज़ाद साहब को ये चीज़ याद आई है तो इसके अंदर तो एक पॉलिटिकल बू ही आ रही है, और इसके अलावा तो मैं समझता हूं कुछ नहीं। अगर उनको नेशनल सिक्योरिटी की इतनी चिंता थी, 20 साल से उनको देश से इतना प्यार था, देश की सिक्योरिटी से इतना प्यार था, तो मैं समझता हूं कि इतने इंपॉर्टेंट इशू को 20 साल तक उनको दफन करके नहीं रखना चाहिए था, सामने आना चाहिए था, बात करने के लिए उनको बात करनी चाहिए थी इसके ऊपर। बट अचानक आज वो निकल कर आ रहे हैं, तो ये तो सीधे समझ आता है, लोगों को भी समझ आता है कि ऐसी बयानबाजी क्यों होती है और कहां से किसके इशारे पे हो रही है, ये तो लोगों को बड़ा क्लियरली समझ आ जाता है।
Ghulam Nabi Azad ji has been one of the senior most and tallest leaders of the Congress party till he parted ways. And when he makes a statement and says that he wrote letters to that effect, that people in the Congress party or ministers in the state government had links to terrorists, it's worrisome. Because these are people, if it is true, who would have taken the oath of the Constitution and then were working against the Constitution to help clearly enemies of the state and against the people, which led to bloodshed. So this is something very serious. More details should certainly come out, and the Congress party needs to answer on that.
We have Pradeep joining us live this morning. Good morning to you, Pradeep. Intentions from both sides are being questioned. कि इतने सालों बाद गुलाम नबी आजाद ने ऐसी स्टेटमेंट क्यों दी, उनके पीछे उनका मंशा क्या थी, and especially when it comes to the then UPA regime, was it appeasement and compromise with the national security?
देखिए, आपने बिल्कुल सही कहा कि बहुत सारे सवाल उन पे उठाए जा रहे हैं, लेकिन आप देखिए, गुलाम नबी आजाद had been Chief Minister of the state, and rightly said by some of the people that he had been one of the tallest leaders in the Congress also. So when he gives a statement, he says that this was not based on the hearsay. They had the clear-cut evidence in this regard. It was on the basis of that evidence that he had sent a note even to the Prime Minister, though Home Minister. But unfortunately, nothing was done. They had been sitting on the note and no action was initiated against. So it's a matter of concern. I don't think this is a matter of politics. This is a matter of concern that why action was not initiated against those mainstream politicians, because these people are wearing the cloak of a mainstream politician and then they are working for terror organization, trying to amplify their voice, trying to help them directly or indirectly. So that's a dangerous thing. I think action should have been initiated. That's one of the reasons that many people want that investigation need to be conducted by the present government and to be seen what really happened. Because this is not a hidden fact. We have seen that how our politicians, especially in Kashmir Valley, they have been playing that competitive soft separatism politics instead of contesting the prevalent separatist sentiment. What they have been doing, they are further trying to amplify their voice. We have seen many a times Mehbooba Mufti beating her chest for Yasin Malik. We have seen that how she reacted when Burhan Wani was killed. This was her statement. She said had she been knowing that Burhan Wani was inside, she would not have allowed the encounter. The same way we have seen that there have been several pictures of Farooq Abdullah with then JKL leader Maqbul Bhatt, who was later on hanged. So there had been pictures of these leaders, and that is a matter of investigation. I'm not saying that these people are involved, but I'm saying that when a person of the stature of Ghulam Nabi Azad, who was the Chief Minister of that state, if we had credible inputs, so the action should have been definitely initiated. It is because of the soft peddling of terror-related issues that we have seen that during that period, the space of the mainstream was shrinking, and it was the separatist space that was increasing. Now, why in fact everything is coming back to normal? Because reason being that present government is dealing with this with an iron hand, dealing with the situation in Kashmir with an iron hand. They are taking action against the terrorists. They are trying to dismantle that ecosystem. And for the first time, this thing has happened.
But as far as the allegations are concerned, they are grave and they are serious. And as Pradeep said, a matter of concern as to why the previous regime did not act upon it as far as those important information that has been given by the former Chief Minister, who was also a very big leader of the Congress party. For the moment, Pradeep, thanks very much for joining in. We'll be back after a short break.